Alright, welcome back to the Crabby. Today we're going to do a full playthrough for Ishtar Gardens of Babylon. And this is a abstract tiling game. Alright, so the main mechanism is we're going to be adding tiles to the main board here, collecting gems, using our gems either in our skill sort of tree or tech tree here in our bottom right, or spending our gems to get some of this recipe fulfillment for some points on the right. All right, so this is a pretty simple game. It's quite lovely actually to look at on the table. It's quite striking. But anyway, before we start, a couple things. I'm going to be doing just a two-player playthrough because it doesn't really change that much depending on the player count. So here we have blue versus yellow. If you're more players, you're just adding more tiles. So it's the number of tiles plus 2. So in a 4-player game, you'll be playing with 6 tiles instead of 4. All right, just to get things on the table, I'm going to be playing a two-player game. So that's about it. Like usual, before we start, please like, subscribe, and comment on my YouTube channel. That'll be fantastic. All right, so let's get started here. Very simple. We'll make blue the first player. And to start off the game, well, you're given this water can, and the player can pick any location that he wants or any tile that he wants to put on the board. After that, the following player has to take sort of the next group. Unless you pay a gem, then you can sort of skip groups. All right, but this is just special for the very first turn. Let's say blue really wants, for some odd reason, he wants to get the here, over here. Let's get this tile here. All right, so he grabs this tile and he gets to put it on the board. And what he's going to do is you can place anywhere on the board with some restrictions. All right, so tiles have to be either next to these fountains or next to a tile that's already been placed. All right, there's other rules that are going to come into play much later on in the game, like players' flower beds can't touch other players' flower beds. You can't have a garden, which are the tile groups, touching other fountains. So once you start a row, they can't touch. But you'll see that probably rounds 2 and 3 as we go. But let's not waste any more time. He's going to take this tile. He wants to play it, and he's going to play it up here in the white fountain section. So he's going to cover up these 2 gem spaces. So he's going to pick up those gems. And I think he's going to play his tiles like so. All right, and obviously there's other placement, like you can't place on top of the tablet spaces and on top of other tiles. And of course the fountain. All right, so there you go. He played that. So he picks up his gems. Oh, we were supposed to start with a gem each. Sorry about that. All right, so now he's got 3 purple gems. All right, after you do your placement, almost every single tile, there are some exceptions. Every tile is either going to have a question mark, a meeple, or a skill icon, which is the star. Basically, the question mark is just one or the other. It's a wild. So essentially, there's only 2 icons in this game. A meeple means you can add your meeple to that garden. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pretend that that's a meeple, and I'm going to put in there. The other option is the star, which is paying 2 gems, would be blue, to activate any of your bottom row abilities. And you'll probably see that in the next few rounds, maybe with yellow. All right, but his turn is almost done. All right, the last thing you can do on your turn is satisfy a recipe out here on the right. Almost everything requires 2 colors in this game, so he's only got purple, so we'll forego that step, and his turn is done. All right, we're just going to go back and forth till the end game is triggered. The next is going to be yellow. All right, so like what I mentioned in the intro before is that now that the water can is in play, the next player has to take the next tile group over unless they pay a gem. They can get rid of a gem to skip another group. So let's not spend any gems early on in the game. I think they're going to go just grab the next tile. All right, and usually the way I play is once you grab a tile, the one that was previously taken, just flip it over. All right, because I like to keep the water can on top of the group that's currently being taken. Oh, I did hit this. All right, so now the yellow player has to place this tile. And what might he do? And I think he's going to do something like this. He's going to grab these 2. He's going to play it right here. All right, now you're going to see it's a star, which means he's activating one of his abilities. Let me go get another player board to show you closely. All right, so this is the orange player, but every board is exactly the same. So what you do, all right, you see here, it's just a reminder. You're going to put 2 gems. So you get that icon, and you're going to pay 2 gems to activate any of these abilities. By the way, the top row is all endgame scoring stuff. All right, so And you need to have the bottom row to activate the top row. So let's say you want to score this one, then you need this one, and then this one. All right, if you want this one, you need this one and this one. All right, so let's look at the bottom row here, and I'll just go through them very quick. This is you pick up any 2 gems you want. So essentially, you're just exchanging 2 gems for 2 gems. So it's a little bit of a converter. You can do that once in the game. You can grab a one tile and you can place it on a grassland. It has to go on a grassland. It can't go in the middle of nowhere. Grassland in the board. You can grab the double. It's exactly like the one, except it's a double. You can grab another meeple from the supply, right? Because you start with 2, but there's 2 that you can get. And you reserve one of the tree cards. Or you get a meeple and you reserve one of the tiles that are out there. There you go. Those are pretty much all the abilities. So now, yellow, grab this one. It has a star, which means he could activate an ability, and I think he will. What he's going to do, he's going to put it over here. So he's actually, he's going to put it over here. So he's going to go grab his other meeple. And he's going to reserve one of these tiles on top. And I think he's going to grab the one with has the guy on it. And there you go. So he's going to put this next to his board, and he can use it next round. Flip this over. And that was pretty much his turn. He's not going to pay for any of this stuff. He only has 1 red left over. He can't pay for anything, so he's done. Let's move back to blue. All right, I'm next. I think blue's going to grab the next tile because I'm going to show you how to grab one of these, recipe fulfillment. So he's going to grab this tile here. Let's flip the next one over. All right, and I think what he's going to do is just grab more gems. So he's going to grab these 2, and he's going to place this tile right over here. So he's sort of extending his flower bed, all right? And remember, at the end of the game, one of the things that are going to score a lot of points is all the flowers you have showing in all your flower beds. All right, so he's going to grab these 2. Now, he has a question mark. He cannot add another meeple to already flower bed. Flower beds can have at most 1 meeple in it. All right, so this one already has 1. All right, so now he's going to treat it as a star, which means he's going to go get a tech. And let's see what he's going to get. He's going to do the, let's do the reserve a card. So he's going to grab his meeple. And let's reserve a card. He's going to go for the double white red. So this one sort of is reserved for him. He's going to keep it on the side of his board. And whenever he wants in the future, he can pay that recipe and he's going to score it. All right, so we're going to refill it right away. And add a tree. And his turn's not over. So remember, after doing the ability, you can always do a recipe fulfillment. Then I think he will. Just to show you how that works, he's going to turn in a white and a purple. Put into general supply. And he's going to grab this one over here. Cool. That's how much he paid. That's the points he's going to get at the end of the game. He's going to turn this over, put it beside his board. All right, that's locked in. And then every time you do one of these, you get a tree. Hey, you add it to the board. I think he's going to add it right over here. All right, because trees normally don't score anything, but if you do uncover this ability, which he might because he's already got the bottom one, then at the end of the game, your meeple, every tree next to a meeple of yours is going to score 2 points. So maybe that's something he's going to want to do going forward. Put a bunch of trees around his guys. All right, now his turn is done. So he did a bunch of things. He's over. Let's go to yellow. All right, so for yellow, I'm going to show you how to skip tiles because they're not interested in the next tile. It's another skill tile. They really want a meeple tile. I mean, they could play this one if they wanted. Oh, but they can get 3 gems by playing the next one. You know what? They're gonna use a gem to skip the next spot. All right, so they're skipping this one. They're gonna grab this tile. This is the one they're gonna play. The water can's gonna move. Flip over the other one. And where do they want to play this? Let's go like so. We're gonna grab 2 purples and a red. All right, and that's a meeple icon, which means we're gonna add our meeple out there. All right, so that was the tile ability. Let's see, can they fulfill anything? Well, they can do this one, which is a 4-pointer, but I think they're gonna save their gems just in case they get another skill tile. Then they're gonna probably use it in the future. All right, so there you go. That was yellow's turn. Let's go to blue. So blue's looking at this one. This is just a straight with a question mark. Not the best tile in the world. And they only have 1 purple left. Ugh. Sure. I guess they'll take it just to grab more tiles. So they're going to move to the next one. So let's flip this over. So where do they want to do this? Let's see. They're going to probably look for whites. Whites are kind of rare. There's not that many white gems out there. There's a lot more reds and purples. So let's see. They can go up here. Where can they get more than one gem? All right, I think I know where to put this. They're going to put it over here. All right, now that's a question mark. They can do meeple or tech. I mean, they don't have that many gems for the tech / skills, so they're going to put a meeple on there. Maybe grow a section over here for the red majority. All right, that's it for, do they want to do recipe fulfillment? Nah, I think they're good. So they're done. Up next is yellow. Okay, so now they can put this tile or they can do this tile. I think they're gonna go put the next one here. Oh yes, that is the one they want. I just realized what they wanted to do. Because they're gonna be very devious right now. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna extend this sort of garden across the board. Because remember, gardens can't touch. Once a garden starts from a fountain, it sort of blocks off where the other gardens can go. So by making their garden over here go towards the middle of the board, it's sort of cutting off this garden here that can't grow that much. They're gonna have to go upwards. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna put this one. Let's grab the two reds. They're gonna grab this one and they're gonna put it like this. Then what they're gonna do is they're going to use, so that's a star, which means a skill. So the skill they're gonna use is gonna be the, let's use one of each color. They're going to use the one square tile. They're going to grab one square, one circle. They're going to grab it and they're going to place it right over here. Boom. And just like that, before these were two separate flower beds. And by placing this on this green patch right here, boom. Actually, maybe I should have put the double because then I can connect it like this. But this is more points. Does it really matter? You know what? The doubles are harder to put on the board. Let's do that. Let's put the doubles. So maybe I can use my single later on. I'm going to do this. Boom. All right, that's pretty awesome. So they've extended their flower bed over here. So remember, you can't connect flower beds and you can't connect gardens. Okay, so that's it for yellow. Any recipe fulfillment they want to do? They have two red. So they can actually do this one, but it's going to cost them all their gems. Oof. All their gems. Do they want to spend all their gems? No, they're going to keep it. They're going to hope that this one is still out there for next round. So they're done. Let's go to blue. Maybe a small strategy tip is don't waste all your gems. You might want to have always one or two handy in case you want to skip some tiles or if you want to pay for skills. Because if I use up all my gems, I can't, and I get a skill tile, well, I can't do anything. All right, so blue. Let's look at the board. All right, I think they're just going to go to the next one. They don't want to waste a gem. Oops, water can't spill over. All right, they got this tile. So it's a question mark. They can make it a meeple, so they can put it wherever they want. But I think they're going to try to cut across here so they don't get penned in. So let's add a flower to my flower bed like this, and I'll pick up a white and a red. It's pretty good. Put that into my supply. It is a question mark, so it's going to be a skill because I already have a meeple out there. I can't add another one. All right, we already know that. So let's do a skill. Which skill should I do? Should I just grab my other meeple and reserve a tile? Not a bad idea. Yeah, let's reserve a tile. I think I have a plan for next turn. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go here. We're going to get our last meeple. And we're going to reserve the... Well, those are exactly the same. So let's grab this one here. So I'm going to reserve this one. There you go. So now with two whites and a red, can't really do anything. So that's going to be it for blue. Let's move to yellow. Now I'm holding on to this. I don't know why I'm holding on to this. I can use it. Let's hold on to it. I don't want to use it right now. I think their easiest move is just to grab the 4-point flower tile. This is a great tile. It's just straight up 4 points because it's 4 flowers. So we can put it anywhere where it'll give us a couple of gems and a couple of stuff. So now I can't put it like this, right? Because if I put this here, then these 2 gardens are sort of touching, right? I'm sort of linking them here. So this is an illegal move. Same thing here. If I put it like this, then I'm connecting this fountain to this sort of fountain garden. That's an illegal move. I want to put this connected to my flower bed. I don't want to put it in the middle of nowhere because this has no ability and it's 4 points. So let's just do, that's only 1 gem. That's 1 gem. I can't really fit this anywhere that'll give me more than 1 gem. So let's just put it over here so I can get my white gem. And I'll pick this up. Give that to yellow. And I think now he's going to use some stuff. So he's going to use 1 white, 2 red, and a purple. He's going to turn that in. He's going to pick up this one. This is his first card. Recipe fulfillment. Just put that beside his board. And he gets a tree. So where does he want to put the tree? Let's put it next to his meeple just in case he gets that other ability here as well. I will put it lying down so you can actually see it. We're going to replace that card. And his turn is done. Let's go to blue. I think what blue's going to do is use the next tile. Let's not use the one he has reserved yet, just yet. Grab that one. And this one he's probably going to use as a meeple. So let's start grabbing stuff from up here. So he's going to grab right here. I'm going to put it right here. Grab these 2 gems and put a meeple. Actually, this is an illegal move because he's connecting this fountain garden there. So let's, you can do 2 red down the middle. No, he's going to do this. That's fine. Grab these 2. Now that's a meeple. Recipe fulfillment. Does he want to do something? Yeah, sure. Let's spend. Is it 2 red? Here, we'll go 2 reds. We'll grab this one over here. That's another 5 points. Put in his little supply. And we got another tree. So let's put this tree next to the other one. Right there. Alright, so that's it for blue. Yellow. Now yellow's definitely going to play this tile here. Because they want to put more meeples out on the board. And the next tile lets them do it anyway. Alright. Yellow's going to grab this tile. And I think they're going to start putting stuff here, near this one here. So he's going to go like this. Grab these 2 tiles. Gems. And he's going to treat this question mark like a meeple. He's going to put his meeple on there. Recipe fulfillment. Sorry, I forgot to flip this over. He's got 1 of each color. I mean, he can get this one, but I think he's going to save up for something with a lot more points. The yellow's done. Let's go to blue, who has this tile or... Oh, wow. Look. Tiles are identical. So they can either choose one or the other. I think he's just going to play this one. Oh, boy. This is a pretty terrible tile for them. Where can they play this? Do they just want to grab a bunch of gems over here? Oh, boy. Alright. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to use this tile. By the way, it's not exactly the same. Down has 2 flowers. This only has 1. They're going to grab the 2 flower one. That's an extra point. Flip that over. And I think he's going to extend his flower bed here. Because now that he knows yellow's coming in, now we're tied at 1 green flower bed area each for the area majority of this thing. So we're going to try to raise that up. So we'll get these 2 gems. We'll put it here. And we're good. Now you're going to notice a couple things. Yes, I did connect this to our flower beds. Our flower beds are connected, but green spaces don't count. It's just flower beds that need to connect within the same fountain garden. Right, so this one is fine. Now this one belongs to the flower bed of blue here. Okay, so blue's done. Do they want to do recipe fulfillment? No, they're going to try to get one of the better ones, maybe the 9 or the 11 pointer. So they're good. Oh, they did get a star on that do they want to activate a skill? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think they will. They're going to extend their reach over here for this one. They're going to spend a red and a purple on the double green spot. Grab the double green, and they're going to play it right over here. Boom. Just like that, this whole area now is a massive blue flower bed. All right, compared to yellow's just one spot. All right, so that's it for blue. Let's move over to yellow. So let's see here. They got the double with the skill. I think yellow is going to use a gem. So they're going to give up a purple. And they're going to skip this one to grab this one. And these ones are pretty nice, right? There's greens on all the spots, right? So you can really extend your majority for a fountain. They're going to play it right over here. So just blue thought they were leading by a lot. Well, not anymore. I'm going to put this here, grab these two gems. And boom, just like that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 4. So it's very close right now. I'm going to take these two. Now that one has absolutely no abilities on it. That's fine. So they don't do anything. Then they look at their gems. Recipe fulfillment, 2 red. No, they need a purple for this one. So they're done. All right, that's it. Let's go on to this side. Oh, I did forget that he reserved this one a while back. Can't forget that. So let's go to blue. All right, now blue. Oh, sorry, this was supposed to go here. Now blue's pretty obviously gonna grab this one. There's another great tile. So where do they want to put this? Now ideally, is there any way for him to get 2 gems up here? No. Over here, you can get 1 gem. It can't connect anything here. So this one has to come over here, but it doesn't fit here. It has to go on this side, but I can only get 1 gem no matter how I place it. So let's grab the red gem. I'm gonna grab this and play right here. So now I have a big majority. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 4. All right, so that's good. This goes to blue. That one had no abilities. That's done. They're gonna look at tiles. Trees. They can't build any of them. So off to yellow. All right, so yellow's up next. Let's see. Let's do the next tile. All right, so yellow's gonna grab the next tile. Yeah, the next tile. And this might sound counterproductive, but I think he's gonna place it here. Like this. You're gonna say, why are you wasting the 2? It's because I don't want the blue to get too big in this sort of area. So let's sort of fill up his whole area with blank tile so he can't extend it that much. So let's put this like this. Grab these 2 purples. All right, and now we can activate a skill. So what skill do we want to do? I'm not going to activate a skill because I'm going to end up buying a tree. So I don't want to go down to no gems left. So let's do this tree here. There'll be 2 purples, 1 red, and 1 white. It'll be a 9-point card. Put that here. Let's put out a tree. I think I'll put it right over here. And so they're done. Let's go to blue. Oh, sorry, this was supposed to jump over. And by the way, the game's going to end when 2 of the flower pots here are completely empty. All right, let's fill this up. Lots of red and yellow. I'm not getting a lot of cards that have white. So where can I get a lot of reds? And I need lots of purples. So let's just grab the next one. Here, let's grab this. And let's just put it all the way out here in the corner so I can get a couple of purples. There you go. Although that's 3 flowers on it. Oh, wait a second. 3 flowers. It's 3 points. I'd rather put this near one of my things, so at least I'll score the points. So where can I put it to get points and purples? No. I can put it here to get a red. I don't need red. I need purple. I can go like this. Yeah, let's do that. And go like this. Boom, and get 2 purples. And now with my gems, by the way, I can't put another meeple there because I'm already in that flower bed. Goes without saying, you already know that already. Now looking at the recipes, let's go 2 red, 2 purple. Let's get the card that just came out. And let's put another tree over here, or over here. Okay, so done. Let's go to yellow. I don't know what yellow wants to do just yet. I think they're gonna grab this juicy 3-point tile. I think it's gonna be good. I think I'm gonna put this right over here and just get 1 gem. That's because my area now is huge. So now I connected everything here together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to 8. So we're actually tied in this area here. And we're just gonna get 1 red gem. Recipe fulfillment, we can't really do much. I mean, we can get this one, which is just 4 points. Sure, let's do that. Let's give up one of these each. Got the card. And then we got a tree. And let's put the other tree right over here. All right. Up next is blue. All right, we're coming close to the end of the game. So we have the double triangle, double flower. All right, I think blue's just going to use their tile because they just want to go hunting for a lot of gems, maybe for recipe fulfillment or other reasons. They're going to grab the 2 red and the purple over here. Put this here. Now that's a 1 flower, not attaching to anything, but that's fine. We're going to grab this. Now they got a skill icon, and they're going to do a red and a purple, and they're going to put on the tree one. So right now, this is scoring them just 6. All right, if you look at all their blue, they have a tree here, and they have 2 there. But if they can do 1 or 2 more recipe fulfillments, I can go up to like 10, 12, so on and so on. All right, so that was blue's turn. Did the skill. They're not, well, they can't really do recipe fulfillment right now. So let's go to yellow. And yellow is going to do this. Oops. I'm gonna grab a bunch of gems as well. I'm gonna grab these 2. I'm gonna put it here. Now, the meeple icon is there. It's optional. They're not gonna put their meeple there. It's gonna be completely useless. They just did that to now gain the majority with the flowers. With the flower beds, and that's it. They're gonna do recipe fulfillment. Let's see, 2 purple, a white. 2 purple, 2 purple. They want to get the. They just need 2, a red and a purple, and they can get the 11 pointer. So I think they're gonna wait a turn. All right, so that's yellow. Let's go to red, who has no choice. They're gonna go to the next one, I guess. Or do they want to go? No, I think they're gonna skip a tile. I just saw something juicy that they can grab. They're gonna pay a red. They're gonna go to this tile, which is much better than that one. All right, and they're gonna place this right over here. Cool. Boom! They just extended their area by another 3 tiles. So now they have the majority for this fountain. And I'm gonna keep these 2. And now we wanted more trees, right? So let's spend some stuff. So 2 red and a white. This allows me to get this one here. Got another tree. And let's put it over here. There you go. So a great move there by blue. Let's go to yellow. So what does yellow want to do? Oh, they want to look at the recipes, of course. All right, yellow is going to grab the next tile here. Now, I had a plan, but I don't think it's a good plan. I can't place anywhere here because then the gardens will touch, fountains. Literally, I cannot play this tile anywhere on this fountain. I could play it on this fountain, and I don't think I have a choice. I'm going to go right over here. Boom. grab a purple gem. And what I'm going to do is that's a skill icon. I'm going to spend a white and a red. You're going to say, why a white? Because those are good for trees. Well, it's because I'm going to activate this skill up here. All right, this one's going to score me 3 points for every purple I have at the end of the game. And look at that, I already have 3. That could be worth a lot of points. Recipe fulfillment, we'll forego it. We're just going to try to collect a lot of purples here for yellow. So they're done. Let's go to blue. Now these are always nice to get. Extend your area. But there's nowhere on the map right now where they're going to take advantage of it. They can't play it here. They can't play it there. They can't. Well, they can play it here, but it'll give them 0 gems. They're just going to straight up just shoot 3 out of there. They pretty much can't extend anywhere from their garden flower bed here unless they go. No, they can't. They go here. They connect these 2 gardens together. They got no choice. They have to play it there. So that's what they're going to do. I mean, unless they go here, but yeah, let's grab this. And we'll just go down the middle like this. Boom. Get absolutely no gems, but at least we get 3 extra points there. That's fine. All right, that's done. Let's go to yellow. Yellow is gonna just keep grabbing the next tile because remember they don't want to lose their gems. They're gonna grab this one here. And they want to get purples. So let's grab. Oh, though they can get 3 points here. Oh, that's a red tile. No, can't get the purples. We can't connect there. I mean, I could put it up here, but then I lose access to the flowers if I have it all the way up here. No. Do I get the 3 points from the flowers or the 3 points from the gem? Or I can put it like this and get 2 gems. Yeah, let's do that. Go like here. Put this like so. And you already know the rule. I can't put a meeple here because I already have one in this flower bed. Right, so that's it for yellow. Again, we're not going to spend our stuff to get... although I can spend the white and the red. You know what? I will. I'll spend the white and the red because those are only worth 1 and 2 points. So that's 3 in total. Useless. I'd rather get the 6. I'll build that tree. Where do I want to put it? Here, in the middle of nowhere. Done. I do have other tree meeples out here somewhere. There you go. So we're almost done. All right, we're almost done. I think there's 1 or 2 rounds left. So for so let's go to the next spot here and get the amazing 4 flower spots. We have 1 white gem left. Oh, I did forget that we reserved this. We didn't build it yet. So we need reds and a white. Well, the only white left that I can possibly get is over there. So let's do that. Grab that like this. We get a purple and a white. Can't do any of the recipes. Go up to blue, yellow's turn. So now 1 pot is empty. Another one. So if yellow takes that one, the game's over. Let me just think if they could build any of these. 1 second. All right, yellow's just gonna grab this one, the next one, and we're just gonna put it here to grab more gems. I'm not gonna buy anything. Let's keep these gems. Let's go to blue. So now if blue grabs this one, if they don't waste a gem, the game's gonna be over. But I think I have to grab it. All right. Actually, blue cannot place that tile. There's nowhere on the board that'll help him. He can place it here. That's pretty much the only place here or there. The only place that he can build it, but it's going to be completely useless for him. So he's going to spend should I spend the purple or the white? Let's spend the white to grab the next one over. And that's going to trigger the end of the game because now 2 flower pots are empty. All right, so this is the last placement of the game. Now, where do I want to put this? Now there's 3 points if I put it next to my stuff. I can't put it here, I can't put it there, I can't put it there, I can't put it there. I could put it there. That's not bad. Could put it there. I could put it down here as well. You know what, let's grab over here. Put it right over here. All right, Now it's a question mark, so I can activate a skill. All right, so I think I'm going to activate it. I'm going to keep my 2 purples for that tree. That's going to be an extra 2 points at the end of the game. So I'm going to use my 2 whites to activate a skill. And let's grab the single pot area. And I'm going to put it right over here to extend my little area. Perfect. Then I'm going to do recipe fulfillment. I'll grab this flower over here, or tree. Pay for that. I got an extra tree to place. I'm going to place it right here next to my guy. And that's it. That is the end of the game. 2 flower pots are empty. We're done. Let's go to end game scoring. All right, so here's the score pad for the game. Very simple. Scoring those 4 things. So let's just put it here for the moment. So first thing you're going to score is every tree that you made. You're going to get points. So here for blue, 5, 10, 18, 26, 31. That's 31 for trees. And let's go over here to yellow. They're going to score 23, 29. All right, then you're going to score the flowers. All right, so in all your flower beds, count the flowers. So here, yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Over here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, and I forgot the one that he's on over here. So an extra +1, so it's 12. And he's only got those 2 flower beds because he's only got 2 meeples, so he's done. That's going to be in total 30. All right, then we're going to go to blue. He's going to score 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 for that one. Over here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. And lastly over here, sorry, I did that one already. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. That's going to be 33 in total. Looks like blue is doing really well. So now you're going to score the fountains. All right, so majority of greens next to white is 8 points. So there's only 1 white. It's definitely going to go to blue. They're the only ones there. So 8 over there. Now for the reds, this one here is obviously going to be yellow. So they're going to score 6. This red here, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I did forget to score this before. This was an extra point for blue. Sorry, that should have been 34. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11. So blue's going to score this one. And then for this one, purple, obviously blue's going to score, so it's 4. So this is going to be 18 to 6. They did very well on that. And then you're going to score your end game objectives. So over here, for yellow, they're going to score their extra gems. So it's going to be 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 points. And for blue, we only have the one next to trees. We're going to score 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Boom. There you go. Now you're going to score this up. So that's going to be 59, 65, 75, 78. And this side is going to be 65, 75, 83, 93. Did I do that right? Maybe I overscored somebody. It's going to be 35 plus 30 is 65, 75 plus 3 is, 78. And then over here, you have 60, 65, 75 plus 3 is 83. Sorry. Yeah, 93. Anyway, math, whatever. So that's pretty much how you play. It's a very short game, especially if you're playing 3. May cause some analysis paralysis if you're playing more than 3. There you go. So pretty short game. We'll see you in the next one. Later.